Hi and welcome back to Decisive Campaign's Ardennes Offensive. We are playing Wacht am Rhein, the big campaign of this game, and we are on the 26th of December 1944 at 12:00 hours. I just recently, in the last episode, played all the German moves, so we're now going to take a look at the Allied movement phase and actions. Before we do that, however, I wanted to show you guys the supply network basically, and how it, well, basically what it looks like. So basically I have my units over here, and we are suffering a little bit all the way down in the south by 7th Army basically. In the 5th Army over here we are also actually doing quite, looks like quite poorly, because I think, let me see here, I think there are enemies over there. Exactly, yeah, so we have enemies over here. Let me see here. No, I'm thinking totally wrong here. I don't even know where I'm at. So this is Neufchâteau, this is Libramont over here. So yeah, we have lots of enemies over here, so that's a problem, and we are moving in 5th Fallschirmjäger Division and 11th Panzer in here. So I mean, that's no worries really. We do have a couple of units here that are isolated basically over here and here as well, and up there, and eventually we'll try and crush these guys here, and we'll see what happens. But all in all, it's green all over here thanks to Bastogne really. That's why, and we are moving backwards a little bit here from Saint-Hubert. That was needed because we were almost being overrun, so need to stuff this basically movement, or hinder this movement towards Bastogne, and being also in supply basically. But otherwise up here we have, as you can see, quite nice. We're in green here, and we are in Rochefort, and outside Rochefort here it's looking quite good. 10 SS up here towards Signy is looking good as well. You can also follow here the Meuse River up here and here up towards Liège. Where it becomes a little bit more difficult is around here, the 116th Division, Panzer Division rather, 560 and 62nd Volksgrenadiers, and also 18 Volksgrenadiers, and then some Fallschirmjägers as well from the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division. They're in yellow basically in general, so that's totally fine, I think. Up here it becomes a lot more difficult, and that has to do with not really having like everything going through here, and it's, as you can see, it's kind of difficult. It goes through, let's see here, Ophé is over here, I think Verbomont is over here, so yeah, I don't know if, I think there is, let me see if we have nothing in Verbomont actually, so that's one thing to consider really, bringing in some kind of supply base over here really. It's a potential thing that would help this one up here. At the same time, we might be all right once we take this highway up here actually, so maybe it's not a big problem, but I'm not sure if it's something I should take care of straight away actually. Maybe that is, it would be nice to be able to throw or extend supply basically rather. So yeah, I think it might actually be worth setting something down in Verbomont, for example. So we'll see. I mean, it looks fine over here at least, coming through here, but through Spa over here, even if it doesn't use that one though, the supply there. And yeah, and Hofalice is actually fine. Let's me have a look. Yeah, it's fine totally here. So maybe have something in Mannheim would be suitable to do, or just Verbomont. I think we have something at Trapon. Yeah, it's a medium one. So the question is whether it would make sense to go for Verbomont. Oh, we actually do have one in Verbomont as well. Yeah, okay. So that's all right. But how about Offer then? Let me have a look at that. Where is Offer then? I think it's somewhere around here. Let me have a look. Well, so we have Derby over here, which is quite close actually here then anyway. So we have Beaumont over here, we have Offer here, so yeah, that's difficult. Yeah. See, it's all dirt roads up here and everything here, so it's really difficult. Either you'd get things, I think, from down here all the way down here. So I think it's going to be alleviated once we take Rhein, and also once we take care of this one. So I'm going to wait with this whole thing. Anyway, why we are here basically is to take a look at the enemy phase. So let's take a look at that straight away actually. Let's go. And so I think I don't know if there is any. There could be 1 or 2 divisions coming in, or brigades or something coming in as reserves this turn. Well, we'll see. Let's have a look what we can see here then. That's Rhein, Liège. Lots of movements, moving in and moving away. Signy, they got intercepted there. They moved closer to us, I think. Signy, we have things moving around trying to surround us. That's Libramont. Okay, I don't know where that is. Libramont over there. Libramont also, they seem to be moving up north a little bit, but they're basically, as always, shuffling around Libramont and Neufchâteau, which is interesting. Their last stand, basically, I think. I don't like things moving away in this direction. But anyway. Nice thing is we did not get any hits from air attacks, at least. Seem to get some reinforcements there up in the northern sector, there around here. But I'm not sure. Ooh, they hit me hard there. Okay, that'd be interesting to take a look at. They're trying to escape there. Well, I thought that I had surrounded them and that it was enough, but I guess not. They lost some there. And where they hit me was up in Liège. Some artillery against me there, and they hit me, but they lost. They hit me hard there. Unfortunately, they were victorious. And that's all the way down south. They're trying to move away there. I was sitting in the city there, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. Ah, they're emptying out around Derby, I think. This is Libramont, Neufchâteau. Just shuffling around there. Intercepted there. Oh, this is very easy to kill off, of course. Same as this one. And they have left, I think they had a tank unit. No, maybe we hit that one actually, I can't remember. But that's also a fairly nice target. Or maybe not. We'll see what happens there. What we can see there. There's Libramont. Units moving down towards Neufchâteau. They're like going back and forth here, really. And I'll be able to attack them piecemeal. Step by step, basically. And this is Rochefort, outside Rochefort. They seem to be leaving a little bit there. They lost some Sherman tanks right there, wherever that was. And we have things moving towards Tervain down south. Some strong units coming down there. Okay, this is Clermont. Liège up here. Some units, strong units coming up there. I think these are reinforcements. But they look rather weak here, really. Ah, they hit me there, and I stood firm there. Thank you. Some cavalry unit, wherever that is. I think. I don't know. Cini, this is 9SS. Okay, we're at the end of things because we're looking at divisional HQs there. And as always, we're going to take a look at the VPs and everything. So weather and VPs is the first thing we'll do, take a look at, as we always do, and then we'll continue with the cards and stats basically. So let's take a look at the weather first, weather forecast. So we have an afternoon or evening, as I call it, coming up right now, and it's clear weather as always. And we can see that we have clear weather all through here, but actually so the whole of next day is going to be clear, but then we'll have some heavy precipitation coming in during the morning actually. So that's interesting. VP wise, we are doing quite well. We have 239 VPs occupied on the map, when the allied casualties give us another extra 45 extra VPs, resulting in a 284 VPs. You need only 200 for a major victory. A minor victory is 160 and so on. We always take a look at the ratio, the kill ratio basically, and last time I think we had 5.4 or 5.5, I can't really remember. And right now we have lost, how many points have we lost? 24,480. And we divide that by whatever they have lost, 133, then 135. That will give me 5.4 to 1. So quite pretty much the same as before. And this is, you know, of course gonna result in me basically grinding them down. But they do get reinforcements all the time, but it's a little bit less now. Let's take a look at cards. There's no difference in cards wise here. We do have these new units that I have chosen not to take in since I am running short of gas. So I'm not gonna deploy them all the way into the eastern border and try and drive them all the way to the front basically. Although I'd love to do that, but I will just keep my armored units or my fast-moving units basically and use whatever I have. We have reinforced or replacements that we could bring out to the front, but I feel that they don't give that much for the points themselves. We have 354 points. We are saving up for fuel, some extra fuel when we need that. We have some paradrops and stuff and depots, so nothing that's changed there. Let's take a look at troop statistics first, and as always we want to increase this gap here, and as we can see, this is actually the the biggest gap that we have ever had, actually. So they're 12,000 points away from 100,000, and we have 169 basically. So 169, that's 181. So we have 81,000 more units than they have. They have 88. So we're closing in at that we have basically double the number than that they have basically. And if you look at this one, 88.2, that's if you double that, that's at 176.4. So we're quite close to that. So very nice. So having double the amount basically of units, of course, helps a lot, which means that we can go for 1-to-1 losses basically without a problem, just grinding them down. So these are the total points that they have on the map basically. 88.2 thousand troop points or whatever, troops, I don't know. Well, we have 170,000 pretty much. And we can see that the casualties inflicted, we pretty much keep the same kind of slope. Sometimes it's a little bit higher, sometimes a bit lower, a little bit lower in the last day basically. And they keep pretty much the same kind of slope as well here. So that's nice to see. However, regime statistics, that's the ugly one. So supply is doing probably all right, but we can see that it's going down ever slightly here, or slightly, it's going down quite fast actually. So I think maybe it's time to go for some supplies. Could be, well, maybe next turn, but definitely it's time to do that. So supply source stocks means that these are all the supplies that are out on the map in supply bases basically. And the white one is what we get from Germany basically every turn. That's 60,000, and we sent it to units almost 70,000. So there's a gap right there. They're hungry for supplies basically compared to what we get. And that means that we are drawing down on our supplies. When it comes to unit supplies, let's take a look at the units themselves. They are fairly consistent when it comes to having supplies. These are internal supplies for the units themselves, and that's quite all right. We can see, unfortunately, that there is always pretty much a gap between what they have requested and what they actually got. And this one down here is received from supply bases, whether I have basically looted some kind of supply bases or so, deplete them. But this has to do, of course, with, as I always mention, this has to do with the gap that is the supply network, most likely. Sometimes you have units that are cut off. That could also be the case. Let's take a look at fuel, and that is the problem that we have. Ooh, that was a big hit. So we can see that we managed to send to units 58,000. We only get 40,000 every time. We get 40,000. Sometimes we've been able to use cards to beef that up by another 40,000, but now it's getting more seldom because it's more and more expensive to use political points to buy the card for an extra 40,000. So we're going down really fast here. So we're not going to have any supply or no fuel left out in our supply source stocks basically soon enough. So we're only going to have to rely on these 40,000. So I don't know how that's going to look. So that means that basically seems like half of our units, or maybe, I don't know, 1/3 of our units is not going to be supplied with gas basically, or we'll have basically everything can move at a rate of about 2/3 rather than 1/3. Oh, then 3/3 basically, one full tank. So yeah, it's a big problem, and there's no way we can buy extra fuel. That sometimes we've been able to do that, so it's too expensive, and later on we'll be able to do that, and we're too far away from any big looting of supply bases basically, unfortunately. I think so, at least. We'll see. let's take a look at fuel when it comes to internal supplies. We're dwindling down, and that mostly I think has to do with that we are losing tanks on the battlefield basically. So all in all, this looks fairly good, and this will look fairly good as long as we have gas or fuel out on the supply basis basically. They requested 78,000, they only got less than 60,000, and then we looted some supply bases basically, or we turned on the tap basically to get some, for example in Neufchâteau. So guys, that's really it. It looks dire to say the least when it comes to fuel. So, and there's really nothing I could have done differently, I think. I mean, the only thing is not to take and bring in like 10 SS, for example, and then just rely on what I had. Yeah, it's been helpful definitely so far. So, with that said, let's go and take a closer look then at what kind of movements they actually did. 437 steps. Let's take a look. We always start with divisional HQs, and this is no different. So this is Rochefort, and this is Marche up here. So we're in the middle of the map basically. Oh yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate that you actually can't see the mini-map when you have this one. I mean, for you guys. Let's have a look here. Oh, is that the mini-map? I did not know. There you go. So there's a minimap. So you can at least see where we're at. That's a nice feature to have. So they have some strong tank units here. Definitely. We do have some tank units here that we've been using, but it's difficult. And we have some other tanks coming up here. But they have some divisional HQs moving away because they realize that the threat of me coming down on them hard is true. So, what else? We have an unknown unit, another unknown. That's an HQ right there. We have another HQ sitting quite close to the 5th Fallschirmjägers. And I remember that last time I tried to use an engineering unit to sneak in here into this town here. Unfortunately, they got ambushed and hit quite hard. And then I just strengthened this hex up with engineers with this HQ with the 5th Fallschirmjäger division. So it seems like there was actually an HQ in there and something else most likely. What else do we have here? We have 6 cavalry group moves. So it's this one. He was sitting right there before, so he's trying to move away here. He gets intercepted. We have 4th cavalry group down by Rochefort moving away as well. We have 129th infantry brigade that was sitting in there, moving down and gets intercepted. We have 130th quite close to Rhein, and he is actually moving towards us and gets intercepted. That's nice. Then we have Rhein. No, it's an unknown unit right there. Maybe he's moving away from here, or maybe he was sitting there, but he is the 33rd Armored Brigade moving away past Clermont. 34th Armored Brigade moving in actually. Then we have Signy here. So this one here is the... But no, I don't think they're tank units, but they were sitting here. We hit them hard. They got bumped back, and then now they're returning actually, and they get intercepted, which is nice for us. So that's a nice target to hit from an elevated situation basically. So here's a 4th tank battalion. So this is the one we hit hard before. This tank battalion, there were 1, 2, 3 of them. They are moving away. We have an infantry regiment moving somewhere. It's Signy over here. So this guy here, he was trying to basically come across here, and that's probably what we're going to see. Maybe. We'll see. I guess not. The tank battalion that was sitting over here, he was over here before. He's moving back, which allows us to move across here if we wanted to, which we probably will. Now they have an AA battalion coming around here. That's interesting. And going down gets intercepted. So maybe I would like to hit that guy. This is Messin all the way down in the south pretty much. This is a unit that is quite close to Libramont, which I used to cut this one. But of course I've been totally cut off as well. But they have some units moving around. Turner seems to be going up north towards this one, but we'll see. He's actually going towards Saint-Hubert. Then we have an unknown unit coming down. That's Team Jacques. He's been around here before. He moves away. Now we are by the second. So these are Rochefort over here, Marche over here. So these are units that I'm containing basically and also have cut off. So this is a 10th Infantry Regiment or some kind of battalion moving, gets intercepted. They're leaving this hex away here. They have a rather strong unit there, about 70 also, or 85 it says here, moving away. I don't know what that is, something showing up there. And we have Libramont over here. We have a tank battalion moving up, actually, north, leaving Libramont, which is nice for us, I think. What do we have? We have Horton over here. We have Deby somewhere around here as well, although I'm not sure where it's at. But we have an infantry green sitting right there. Okay, I think they might have been sitting over there. I had some trouble of getting up here until they actually left this one. So now they're going, well, on the side at least. We'll see. They get intercepted there. We're down by Libramont again. We have Team Allen showing up and going also up north. Smith doing the same, or trying to do the same. We have Saint-Hubert over here. Nothing really happening, or at least we can't see it properly. We have Libramont over here. We have an airborne regiment also moving up north, trying to at least. Baker is trying to move south, I think. Then we have more infantry going south as well. And south. And setting up some kind of, I was gonna think, attack. We have infantry moving away here after being hit. They get intercepted there. They move stuff around Libramont again. Team Cook moving east, which we don't like. We have Wright moving west, which we like. Then we have Neufchâteau in the south again. We have this one, Cav, also moving west, which is nice. That one is also moving west. So they seem to be escaping to the west, which makes sense. And Abrams is moving up north. And in Neufchâteau we have airborne rangers moving up. Then we're up all the way up to the north, to the northern sector, and we can now see that we have this Polish Lancer Regiment, and I think this is the first time I see this one, so most likely these are reinforcements coming in. They get intercepted. Here's a Polish armored regiment also coming in with tanks, gets intercepted. Here's another Polish coming in here, also armored tank units. And we're down by another tank unit down by Tervagne, so we're just underneath Liège basically. So here we have 1st SS, we have Kampfgruppe Piper and 9 SS also here. So yeah, and this one, this is Ophé over here. I think it was just sitting there, I'm not sure. So we'll see if he joins in there. No, no. So he was probably sitting there and he moves away. Yeah, I was ready to hit this guy here. I want to hit this guy badly. But he's actually moving down there. We'll see how far he goes. That's it. So it seems to me as if he is in Bonsin right now. That's where he ends his movement. Alright. So this is Sarang, close to Liège, and we have Team Rogers moving, gets intercepted. We have Cameron Highlanders moving away also. They're rather weak. We have an airborne regiment. This one is the one containing area underneath, or south of Rochefort at least. So this one is sitting in a city, in a nice city here, so it's difficult for them to get supply, and they get intercepted. Here they hit me, and they hit me hard from 2 directions here. This one is not that strong, but still succeeds with these ones, and together these are not extremely strong either, 76, but thing is that they have tanks, lots of tanks, but they lose 16 Churchills, 17 actually, and 4 Stuarts. That's what they do lose. I lose, however, 70, that's 10%, 10% less than that, so a little bit of everything here. Nothing major, but do I lose anything of importance when it comes to tanks? Pioneers, I lose Stugs 3, 9 of them. I don't think I have a Panthers, 1 out of 4, that's totally fine. So a little bit of everything, nothing really major. I think I did quite well anyway. No worries really. It's a shame that they were victorious though. So they move in with an armored artillery battalion, they get intercepted, then they move away with the Royal Tank Regiment, they move down there, they get intercepted, Evans is coming through here, moves down there, and that's fine. So they get intercepted right there, so that's interesting. Still difficult for them there. Then we have a tank destroyer battalion moving, and where is this? Let's have a look. This is quite, I was gonna say down, but really this is around Marche, isn't it? Yeah. And we have them, they are pocketed here, so I think that he was sitting there, he's moving up. Yeah, that's what he did. Moving up here, and we'll see what he does. He's moving from on the side there and gets intercepted. That's a very vulnerable situation, of course. We have Team Stuart trying to do pretty much the same, but that's difficult. Now we're down by Florenville, all the way down, and we have, what do we have? We have this one, artillery battalion, moving from this hex right there. I think they are only like rear area units basically, because I think they've shedded their artillery systems before when they did not have supply. So, and that's what they're doing, moving away at least, so probably into Florenville, which makes sense. Here we are looking at Cini, this is 10 SS, so this guy here was sitting right there and he seems to be moving up, unfortunately there. Please move away. Nope, we intercept them. So this is a unit, a medium-sized unit that we trapped basically, and he's trying to get out. We lose nothing and he loses a couple of veterans, that's it. So better than nothing. We should be able to take care of him this turn. We have Team Nelson moving, and he is also we're by just north of Marche and La Roche and Horton. So he's also trying to move up north towards their supply, but they're trapped basically over here. So he's trying to move across there. He makes it actually across there, and he's fine there, and he moves away. He moves away a lot. And we have Team Brown trying to do the same exercise, and he gets no, he puts in some artillery, or someone does at least. So we do lose some, unfortunately, there. It's a shame, but hey. And then they try to hit me from this side there, and that's not very successful. So they lose, which is going to make them all even more vulnerable. All the way down south, we have the 6th Cavalry Group, I think, hitting us, and we can see they're making an attempt. Yeah, they're using, what is this? Just a regular attack, I think. So they lose 11 out of their 56 Greyhounds, a couple of Stuarts and so on, and we lose some also. Not a big numbers or anything like that, but yeah, because we did put in some anti-tank, which is great. But I'm not surprised, but I'm sad that we couldn't hold this one. That's it. Maybe should actually have increased like defense or something like that, but oh well, that's fine. They move in there and they try to move on the side there and just build up. It's really unfortunate that they're sitting in the city right there, but they got intercepted there. We have 5th Black Watch Rifle moving, and this is 10 SS, and he's the one that cut this line over here. He's totally out of supply, probably trying to establish supply somehow, but he gets intercepted right there, and then he's trying to move away basically. So I think that's a valid target, both with artillery but also using units, but they're really going towards Sini. We are all the way down south again. We have an combat engineering unit moving, and then we have Tervagn over here. We have Liège, we have Ophé over here. We are seeing Royal Dorsetshire Rifle that's been hit quite hard. This is 9 SS. So yeah, and then he moves away. We have Team White moving away also. Both have been hit quite hard. Then we have an armored recon squadron moving away also. Quite close to Derby over here, which makes sense. And now we are back at Liège over here. So what do we have? We have Team Howard moving. And I'm not sure where he moves from. I think maybe from in here. I think he gets intercepted. Then we have Combat Engineer. This is outside Neufchâteau in the south. Libramont also in the south, pretty much. Team Woodstock trying to move to the east. Neufchâteau, we have another cavalry squadron, gets intercepted. We have rear area team moving towards us, actually gets intercepted. Libramont, we have some movement. And outside Neufchâteau here, moving in here is not a clever move, but they get intercepted, which means that they will be killed next turn. Rear area team may be moving back or away, back and forth. We have combat engineers doing the same, going back and forth. We have a cavalry squadron here. Where was he? He was located over there. He moves into the city, which makes sense, gets intercepted and moves away. And moves closer to us. That's nice for us. We don't have to move to engage him. We have tank units in there, which is nice also. We have an engineer coming in there. We have Libramont over here. We have some infantry regiments moving around, basically moving down south. And we have some shuffling with combat engineers as well. We have a tank battalion moving a little bit. Now we're back at Rochefort and Marche to the east. We have a recon squadron moving away and moving around, actually strengthening this position, which makes sense. And then they are moving away, which also makes sense, I think, to have these guys to hit us with artillery, of course. Then we have get hit in the northern sector. At first SS, we get hit by artillery from somewhere. Actually, it's these tanks actually firing upon us. They do no damage. Instead, they lose 3 units, 3 Sherman tanks, which is nice. So that's great for us. And I think we do have tanks there. I think Tiger tanks even. So we'll take a look at that. Here we have Seaforth Highlanders coming in. I think, or is he moving away perhaps? He's moving away towards Amaya. He gets intercepted there. We have, let's have a look here. We have Argyll Sutherland coming in, I think. No, he's moving away actually from us, okay. And moving down. So probably taking up position on this highway here, which is going to be a very important highway to make sure that we don't have it, because then we'll get supply up north. This is Hoya up here. This is 1st Black Watch Rifle, and they are moving down south as well towards Tervagn and trying to make sure that they hold this very, very important highway. We have 7th Black Watch also doing pretty much trying to do the same probably, but they get intercepted there, and that's it. We have Argyll Sutherland moving in towards us here. We have 7th Black Watch Rifle again, or maybe another one moving. And 1st Black Watch Rifle moving again. And here's a Polish AA moving in. And we have a Polish AT. So we have Poles coming in here, strengthening up the Allied defense, basically. Then we have Team Rover. Where is Team Rover? Up there. Okay, so he's moving away from this city. If he gets intercepted here, he'll be in trouble. He's in trouble. But then he gets help from the 1st Polish Battalion, 8th Polish Battalion, 1st, 8th coming through here. So maybe it's not going to be that easy then. But these guys, we probably could be able to do some damage. We have a tank battalion of 10th, probably moving away from over here and then moving away, which is good for us. Artillery moving forward, I like that. We have a Polish armored regiment moving in 2nd, and they're quite strong there. And then they're moving away there. We have Team Rover. He was sitting there before. Now he gets in there again, gets intercepted. Unfortunately, that's a city. We have Armored Recon Squad down here, which we hit before here. And I don't know if he's moved away. He actually moves in, which is weird, but sure. Now Rover moves away again. And we have 1st Polish Battalion coming in again. This is Saint Hubert over here. And this is what is moving away. We were thinking about hitting him, but we really wanted to rest. And he gets intercepted. We have Clermont up here. We have Rhein here. We have Amaille and Huy and Liège to the east. We have this tank unit that was sitting here trying to move up through the forest, gets intercepted right there. And we'll try and catch him anyway. We have another tank battalion down by Rochefort. So he was sitting here, which we hit. And he's moving away. And then let's have a look. Okay, so that's 714. So now the 43rd is moving maybe down from there. See? Yeah, so he's moving down there. So now we have basically this one there, and I think we have another one somewhere around here. So they seem to be moving southwest, basically, which is quite all right. And then we have 4th Armored Artillery moving down south, which is weird, but I don't mind, really. It's good for us. Okay, 2 battalions coming through here and setting up there. We have Mersin. This guy is leaving this one. Maybe we're not cut off, I'm not sure. And they're going down south a little bit. This is Florenville. This is all the way down in the south. So this is a new sighting, actually. We haven't seen this one before. Maybe it's coming from this direction down here. I'm not sure. We'll see what that is. So it's Team James, which we have seen before. And he goes down there. Should be an easy target. We are looking at Rochefort again over here. And we have an engineering unit moving down towards us and setting up there. This is Bétry, and this is Neufchâteau up here. We have another engineering unit moving in towards us. Ooh, and we got hit quite hard there, but they lost some, but we lost more. So we are not looking great there. It's difficult. At least we have been holding up here, giving some interception fire and making sure that they don't hold this one, so that they are busy. And Young is moving up there. This is Signy. We are closing up on here on 437. We have this unknown unit moving quite close to Signy, moving forward towards us. Unfortunately, it's an armored infantry battalion coming in here, helping out, and yet another one moving in there. So those both are quite strong. Setting down there, gets intercepted. This is Mersin over here. We have another artillery moving away. An unknown unit moving away. And here we have 9th Polish moving in here. So towards us, unfortunately, but it's all right. And then we have an unknown unit moving here. It's a cav unit. Where is he at? Neufchâteau. So he's coming down from... okay, that's Saint-Hubert. So that's a weird position. Maybe he's been traveling over here. So it's nice, really nice to see this guy here. We really have to take care of this guy here. So unfortunately, he's running away. But he's cutting our supply right there. That's not good. And we're now close to divisional HQs. This one is Cini over here. We have yet another unit coming in here, or maybe more units there. And here we have another unknown unit, probably an HQ, divisional HQ. That is most likely divisional HQ as well, moving. Yes, it is, 78th. And here we have 26 infantry, also 6 infantry moving. And we have 78. No, it's an unknown unit right there. He's also moving down there. That's 5th Armored Division. And we have 129th moving up. And gets intercepted. And then we have 130th Infantry Brigade moving. I don't know if he was sitting there and he moves forward. I'm not sure. I think so. And we have 34th Armored in there. Moving in actually, which is great for us. And that's it. Wow, that's interesting. Let's take a look at all the way down south and see what we see during the evening of the 26th of December. So guys, it's basically just 5 days left now, which means that it's like 20 turns left. We are on turn. We will start the turn 43 and there are 64. So it's 20 left. So we've been basically, we're done with 2/3 of the whole game. So and we have made some amazing progress, really. Let's take a look at all the way down here in the south. We have I think like 4 divisions, Volksgrenadier divisions moving down south, really. And this is unfortunately a city, so that's a shame and everything, but it doesn't have any points left. I don't know if these guys give you defensive positions or something like that, but there are no structural points anyway left in here, which is nice. These guys got hit quite hard, and let's have a look and see. 46 is not great for offensive actions, and not this one either. So, but we do have, we can take up a fairly strong defensive position anyway, but these guys are strong, of course, so we really need to hit these guys hard. We'll see how we do that. Actually, I'd like to do it with these guys, but as we can see, we have lots of speed bumps here on the way. I think the way to do it is really to crush these guys if we can. Heavy forest snow, we'll try and do that. Is that a river right there? I'm not sure. Let's see, have a look here. Yeah, there's a minor river on the northwestern side there, unfortunately, and I can't see. I don't think there is a bridge there either. Yeah, there's no bridge there. So, yeah, we could place something over here to get some kind of... I don't know if that's going to help, but we could do that definitely. And we'll see if we can hit this guy, basically. We'll see what happens. But it's not that easy. Basically, only these guys, lots of units here. We should really make some damage on this, onto this guy. I think. I'm hoping at least. Let's have a look here. It's not that easy, really. But we're at least at 1-1. 2-1 Panzerjägers here. We don't really have any strong. So it's really a surround and kill. So yeah, we're gonna have to go here and then just try to make him move, basically. We can't go for artillery either here. But yeah, we'll see how we do this one. We need to make sure that we stop these guys at least in their tracks. And maybe sitting in here. I don't know, it's difficult, right? Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. And we do have some Werfers and stuff here with very little supply, however. See if we can use them against maybe this one here, we'll see. Okay. We have some also here. Let's go up here. So we have only one unit sitting in this city, but we don't know what that is, and we are quite weak here. We are basically nothing here basically, and they are not that strong here. We could attack this guy quite easily, and that's going to hurt him quite a lot there, which means that we can hit him at least there, and then these ones will be difficult to hit, but we could perhaps move up like that if we want to. Probably have to actually chase them down basically. And down here in Neufchâteau we can see that they are having problems with their supply basically. This guy is gone for sure. We can just see that totally because we're fighting from above here. We're gonna try and make it and attack this guy here as well. It looks quite nice here as well. And in here we have these guys, and we have tank units here. So these guys are gonna do a number on them as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing these ones diminished, definitely. So it looks nice. And then this one, I need to figure out what that is. And yeah, probably, I don't know, I can bring this one forward and then maybe we'll see something. And then we have this unit around here, and he's almost out of supply. I don't know if we're going to try and hunt him down or how we're going to do this actually. But I think we probably should, but it's a waste also. He does have some supply, but is sort of out of supply now, I guess. Okay, because it's coming through here. Yeah, it's difficult when they shut this one down here. They're not all the way here, I think, but I'm not sure really. So yeah. And their supply is weird because they're out of supply over here as well. So I don't know. Really should go back and take a look, but we'll see. I do want to hit this one though. That's the thing. Try and destroy him if possible to create another threat in here, but we'll see. Up in Libramont, we're just going to sit still here. We have no internal supplies. We're totally cut off as well. We have dwindling what's it called, morale, and up here pretty much the same thing, but morale is quite high anyway. We are being cut off here, I think, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's a problem. And up by Saint-Hubert, we're doing fine when it comes to that. We could maybe even, let's have a look. Yeah, they're still weak here, so I think I'm just gonna sit still here, rest a little bit, and then that will be fine, I think. This one would be nice to hold actually, or see, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit still here. I'm fine there. Up here, south of Rochefort, we have these units that are surrounded. I don't know if we have a unit around here. I guess we do, but they are also cut off. So I'm really thinking about trying to move up here and then hitting these guys, or at least sitting down there for the night or something. We'll see. This guy is gone, of course. He's gonna be wasted here, and then maybe we can attack this guy from 2-3 directions, maybe even if we're lucky. This one we should be able to take care of. Maybe not here, but maybe with this guy here as well. That should do it. These guys here are kind of tired, so maybe they should really rest. These guys can move, but they should really move back in here, I think, because it's time to move towards this one, I think. Or maybe we should just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. You could also join down here. We'll see. What else do we have here? We have these. So we need to move further here. So we have the tanks here. This is sitting in a city very nicely at height 2. and there's not much I can do about that. So I think it's time to really hit this guy hard, which we can and which we will, and he's going to get wrecked there. And then try and hit Jackson over here as well. It's going to be nice. And then move up here, and I think that's a recon unit right there, and we'll hit this guy over here very nicely with some Jagdpanzers. So that's nice. Maybe actually, let me have a look at that one. That's also a possibility to just fire at them. Not to lose anything. We'll see. And we have, let's see how far he actually can travel. That's nice. He can travel quite far actually. That's nice. And these ones as well. Good. Right. So 10 SS. This one we have to try and take care of. And he is within supply, is he? Yes, he is now, unfortunately. And we're just gonna try and hit this guy, or maybe, yeah, he's in fields of snow, recon 69, but maybe this one would be nicer to hit actually, or these guys over here. Let's see here what they are made of. Yeah, this one would be a nice target to hit first, and then this one later. So yeah, and then we have this guy here. He seems to be isolated pretty much, almost at least, not quite though. And as I was mentioning, maybe it would be nice to be able to hit this guy. In that case, move up here and then attack him from the side here, just to get rid of him, not having any enemy units around there. It would also be nice to go here. This one has got only 62, so perhaps that's almost a viable attack, but I don't think it is. But I need to take care of this one, I think. Anyway. So that's probably what I'm going to do. All the way down here, we have these units here. They need to start moving up through this direction and then relieve 10 SS, or once this 10 SS have finished with these guys here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to try and take care of that. Possibly we'll also be able to take care of these guys over here if possible. And then we have these ones that we'll have to wait a little bit with. Don't think we'll be able to hit this one now, but perhaps we can go for some artillery first, and then we'll have armor coming up through here. Do we have any armor here? I don't think so. Not really. I think our armor is down here actually, isn't it? Yeah, at least one there. Yeah, and we can make some hits over here. We have 3rd Fallschirmjägers that really ought to go up north, but they can do something over here. Maybe they can get some help as well. I think so. We have, here we go, we do have some tanks also being able to hit. Otherwise, just go here and cut them off. Basically, here would be very, very nice. So we're going to try and take this position right there. This one is obviously gone. There's nothing he can do. And then we'll pursue these guys with these guys up here and try and see what we have here. And move these Fallschirmjägers forward also. Yeah. Yeah, it looks very nice, for sure. Up by the 9 SS, we did have units moving west, I think. I'm not sure if they went down here. So this one we could hit, for example, if we wanted to. I think we have that unit being able to go there and hit him. We can also use artillery, of course, on them, make it easier. Otherwise, we do have, yeah, infantry, Panzer Grenadiers that can go up here and hit them. So it shouldn't really be that difficult. Here we have 1st SS, or actually we do have Kampfgruppe Piper over here. That's a strong unit right there. There's nothing we can do there, I was going to say, but really we can. So these guys together can probably do something. Now this one requires artillery, of course, first, and that's what we're going to do, and try and move towards Tervain. It's not going to be able to take Tervain this turn, but that's fine. And we have this guy over here with the tanks. But we do also have tanks in there, which is nice. So it would be nice to go with some kind of bombardment in here to try and minimize the AA if possible. What do we have here? We have quite strong units right there. It's difficult to do anything, but we are sitting in a city there, so there's nothing really we can do there, which is fine. At least not now. They're sitting also in fields of snow with 76 recon, so that would be nice to hit. That's also nice to be able to go in here. First SS is moving in here, and they're facing quite a strong Polish battalion coming in here. Not that high readiness actually. So same thing here with C4th Highlanders. So if we can hit these guys a little bit with, again, Werfers for example, but they're out of supply. Almost everything here, but we'll see what happens. And up here we have the tank battalion that escaped from this one. We are going to try and move up here, secure that position, and secure that position. And I don't know if we have him really, but then probably we could perhaps attack him from 4 different directions, possibly. I'm not sure. It depends on how he feels. We do have some units in here also that should be fine, like tigers, for example, as we can see that we can move up and attack with tigers in here as well. In here we have this, like I'd say around strength 40 or something that we'll try and attack, and we'll probably just probe with maybe this guy over here, engineers, to see what we have here. We have these guys coming in also, not being able to attack, but still. And then we are close to Rhein. If we can take Rhein, that'd be successful, very successful. It'd be very nice to do that. We would not cut these guys off, but still it would be nice. And if we can cut that one, that'd be lovely, because they get their supply from over here. But it's going to be difficult. Probably someone is in Rhein. But it's possible, at least. And they have some strong units there, so... But that is a defensive network right there, light fortification. Yeah. And up here in Liège, we can see that they smashed through here. They went down there. They only left this one here that has 83 readiness. This one will be able to attack, of course. We have lots of attacks, of course. That is one. Where did the others go? Maybe in here then? When they attacked like that? Yeah, I think so. Maybe they got stuck in there instead. Because I can't really see them, so... And one over here at least. Because I don't think they destroyed that many. And I can't remember how many I had in here, but it was like a decent size of like 4 or 5 units, I think, at least. So maybe they did return here. So this one, we should really be able to hit this guy, as we can see here from different directions, and he's gone. And then there's a question here, that's a rural village, but this is field snow, so hitting this guy here would be nice with these guys. So we can also move these guys in here and to try and hit these guys, but look at that, that's fairly strong. That's fairly weak, and that's quite strong though, Team Howard. So yeah, they have a lot of units. Plus 15, yeah, maybe they use that to help out, it seems like it. So, yeah, 34th Armored Brigade. Do they have an HQ? That would be... Yeah, there you go, that's the one. Cool. And unfortunately in the city and everything, but... We were able to hit this one a little bit before with artillery, but... Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to solve this one. It's a bit difficult. I mean, this hex here is going to be taken for sure. Then we'll have this ridge over here. We'll be able to attack from there. This one is going to disappear this turn for sure. And then, yeah, we're putting a little bit pressure on this guy here, but it's difficult also. It still is difficult. Roger is sitting out in the sidelines. Here we have some Cromwells. Let's have a look here. That's anti-tank more. Okay. But this would be very nice to hit, of course. He's all alone as well. Very low readiness as well. So that's a potential target for sure. Here we have a total stack of 244, which is a lot with all tanks also. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, I mean, I really wouldn't mind having them out in the open, really. Just pushing them away, but it does take some time also. I would just want to crush them, so. What do we have here? 30th Infantry Division. When did he come in? He's been here for some time, hasn't he? 30th Infantry. We are on the 26th right now. Allied reinforcements. 35th Infantry and 6th Armored. 35th Infantry, okay. That is 30th Infantry. What did they say there? Yeah, he's been here for some time. I thought I recognized him, but I wasn't really sure there. Yeah, and I mean, it's nice all in all, but it's difficult to take down these armored units for sure. Although we do have units capable of doing that in here, but still it's difficult. Like these Panthers, for example, against these ones. Well, that's a 1-to-1 right there. Switch to firing. That's lovely. So it's a potential really to go for that. Then we have a problem of the artillery stacking there. But yeah, we'll see how we do this really. And over here we can just move things in here and attack him from different sides. He's also in field, so we can go for some artillery against this guy here. And as before, we have lots of Werfers over here. They have kind of low supply and everything, but still it's fine. Let's take a look at supply wise here. Yeah, we're in green at least, so that's nice. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I mean, sitting here, for example, and just firing at them at close quarters could be good, actually. Like, Roger is going to feel it, though, in that case, so that's quite nice. But, like, against armored units, not really good. Unless you're actually going into close combat with them, with rockets. Fully loaded, especially. So it's difficult. Yeah, I mean, it does look very good, of course, all in all. So that's it, guys. I don't think there's anything else that I need to show here. No, I don't think so. That's it, and next turn is going to be on the at 1800 hours, and I'm just going to go through pretty much what I just showed you over here. So it's going to be really interesting. Some things I'm really looking forward to, of course, is all the way down here to try and push through and contain these guys, take care of these guys. 10 SS is always very, very interesting to try and push it towards Cini here. Not going to make it to Cini here, but next day we will take Cini for sure. And we need to kill off units. That's really what we need to do, so that we can go faster forward and not having our lines being cut, basically. And this is a mess a little bit. I think we're a little bit too weak here, and they're a little bit too strong here. At the same time, we have diverged our units over here, need to take care of these ones, so really need to take care of these ones during the next day, basically, and then move upwards, basically. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us. We have these units that we really need to activate even more, so we need to rush these ones over here, and then during the morning we can bring them up and use them to attack in this vector, basically. Actually, they should really go this vector over here, but since we'll have the 10SS doing that, I think we're fine. Probably, I think that's what we need to do. We need to attack and kill off these units and then move west, basically. So yeah, so interesting. And it's the further up north we're going, the better I like it in a way. So, and it's interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm mumbling, so let's end this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.